Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be showing you what the results are going to be to design a single page website for this gym trainer type of website. And I'm going to be using Claude Opus 4.6, and this is going to show you which one is better at designing. But I've already done another video like this, but I did this for Claude Opus 4.6 and Gemini 3 Pro without Antigravity Kit. This tutorial is going to show you what the results are going to be with Antigravity Kit. Okay, I got a different result with Opus the first time, then a different result because I tried a different thing, and I've added it all in that video. So the second result was actually better, but not 100%. So if you want to see that, just go and check that video out. It's called something like a comparison between Claude and Gemini, just like this video is. So let's get this video started. If you're looking to get a 20% discount on Hostinger, then use the referral code in the description below, or go to the Hostinger website, and in the website URL, add question mark, referral code is equal to swebdev, and press enter. The code will be applied on checkout. So let's continue with the rest of the video. So first I'm going to show you how to install Antigravity Kit. So installing Antigravity Kit is actually very simple. And for those who do not know what Antigravity Kit is, I've already made a separate video on that, but simply put, it's like a lot of skills and workflows and all of that stuff for your project so that your IDE, whichever one you're using, can have an understanding of all of those different skills and workflows and all of that stuff so that it has a bigger understanding of what to do. And if that sounded kind of confusing, don't worry, I'll just be showing you and you'll understand what I mean. So to install Antigravity Kit, which are basically just markdown files, okay? So just type in this npx at vudovn slash ag-kit space init, okay? That's it. And all this does is download a bunch of markdown files inside of this, okay? So this is all it does. And all of these are basically just skills that it has, like for mobile design and Tailwind CSS, patterns, web design guidelines, so on and so forth. And there are also workflows and such as well. So that's basically what Antigravity Kit is. And your AI is basically just smart enough to go in and use them accordingly automatically. So I'm just going to run this with the planning option and Claude Opus 4.6 first, and then I'll use Google Gemini 3 later on to show you the comparison between the two. So let's get started. I'm going to submit this, pause the video, let it do its thing, and come back. Okay, so it looks like it's done. So I'm just going to accept all of this, and I'm going to open up the terminal and run the command npm run dev. Okay, so I'm going to open this up. And let's see the result. Again, what? Okay, it did the exact same thing. This is so weird. Like, this is so weird. Okay, I'm just gonna try one more thing. So I'm gonna pause the video and come back. Okay, so now it said that it's made everything better. Okay, that it's changed the code to match more closely to the reference images. So I'm just gonna start the server up again and just go and view this. Okay, so let's see. What? It did nothing. It didn't change anything really. Okay, that is just super weird in my opinion. Because the reason why I say this is because in the previous video that I made on this topic, in which I used the same design images, the same prompt, but what I did with Opus 4.6, by the way, what I did was that I did a fresh installation of React, added the motion library in that as well. And for those who do not know, motion is just a animation library. Um, and then what I did was just gave it the exact same prompt, same images, everything, and it did about 70% of the work correctly. Now the difference was that I forgot to add in Tailwind CSS. So it just made all of the code in plain CSS, right? So it was 70% closer to the design. Wow, Opus just, I guess, doesn't understand Tailwind CSS, maybe? But I would say this is a failure because this gave the exact same result as last time when I used Tailwind CSS with Opus 4.6, and this time it's basically the same, even though I'm using Antigravity Kit. So let's try Gemini 3 Pro. I'm going to use the exact same images, but what I'm going to do is, unlike the previous tutorial, this time I'm using Antigravity Kit. So let's see what the results will be, and I'll even show you a comparison. Okay, so I'm using the exact same prompt, exact same images, using planning and Gemini 3 Pro High version. I'm gonna submit this, let it do its thing, and show you the final result. So let's get started. Okay, so it's done. I'm gonna accept all of this. Okay, so this is the result, and as you can see, the result is way better than what we got with was 4.6. Now this is a problem. This one you can easily remove. Also, it did not do the navbar according to the design in the reference images. Did add a hexagon shape, so I like that part because that is a part of the design in the reference image. It also added padding correctly. Didn't do this one 100% as the reference image. This one, it actually did almost the same as the reference image, I would say. So let's check this out. Yeah, it's not a working thing. The thing about Opus that I like is that it added the functionality to certain things as well. I don't see that same thing from Gemini 3 Pro unless I guess you would specify that. It doesn't do that for you automatically. So it did add all of the icons correctly. So the thing that I am noticing is that for functional related stuff, Opus is really good. When it comes to the design stuff, Google Gemini is the one that's actually better. And with Antigravity Kit, it gets even better because I remember that this part was actually not correct when I used Gemini 3 Pro in the previous video. So it was, I would say, 80% correct, giving me the design in the previous video. This one is 85% correct. There are some tweaks and such I would obviously do, but this is very close. So I do want to show you the actual design. So let me just pause the video, get that, and come back. Okay, so this is the actual design. Okay, so this section, as you can see, is close enough. Not 100% the same, but it is close enough. But as you can see, the nav bar is different. I wouldn't say it's that bad, but I wouldn't say it's the perfect design function wise because you wouldn't really add icons here. So let's move on to the next part, which is this. Okay, so there was a lot of padding, and the reason for that was that the image was actually smaller. But this one, as you can see, it didn't do the exact same thing. It didn't cover the whole area, okay? And it added this gray effect, gray layer effect to the image as well, which was not needed. I don't know why it added that. But the second part is actually really close. Again, need to add a lot of padding. The main reason for that is because the image is again big and this area basically made it confined this padding basically confined the image a lot, but it's not that bad. It's very close. You can easily tweak this was, I think, very close to the original. Yeah, this is very close to the original. So this is about like 90% the same. The padding is the only real difference. The same for both of these as well. These are also very same. You would obviously tweak this because this isn't 100% in the center, but you can easily fix that part. This is actually how it needed to be in the navbar. I don't know why it added this, but as you can see, Gemini 3 Pro is clearly the winner when it comes to design. When it comes to design, I would say Opus is a winner in the sense of functionality because the one thing I noticed is that this section right here. So when I click one of these, this should be showing me different testimonials from each of these people, but Opus actually did that part, added all of the functionality correctly, whereas Google Gemini did not add that on its own. Maybe if I tell it to, it will add it. I don't know how good it would be, but since Opus was actually smart enough to understand that, I would say functionality wise, it was a winner, but design wise, it failed, while Gemini 3 is design wise a winner, functionality wise it didn't win. So each thing has its ups and downs. You can choose whichever one you like, but this was the result with Antigravity Kit. So I hope you like this video, like and subscribe to stay updated on the latest tutorials, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.